On your mandate we shall stand, as Siminalayi Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, decamps from the PDP to the APC. Today is the 10th of December 2025. We'll bring to you the latest news in Nigeria. Let us go straight to the news headlines. Burkina Faso releases 11 Nigerian officers detained after controversial Air Force landing. Senate approves Tinubu's troops deployment to Benin Republic as Akpabio sends consent letter immediately. Rivers Governor Siminalayi Fubara dumps PDP for APC. NSCDC rescued 21 children from banditry training, arrest suspects in Kogi. How Buhari presidency stopped decisive military offensive against bandits just before major gains, says retired Major General Ali-Keffi. Burkina Faso releases 11 Nigerian officers detained after controversial Air Force landing. Burkina Faso has released 11 Nigerian military officers after their Air Force C-130 aircraft made what authorities called an unauthorized landing. Burkina Faso officials said the plane entered their airspace without clearance, triggering a security response, while Nigerians described it as a technical emergency landing on the way to Portugal. After checks were completed, the officers were cleared and allowed to return home. The incident comes amid rising tension between Nigeria and the military government of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who recently withdrew from ECOWAS and now operate under alliance of Sahel states. Better that this issue have been resolved amicably rather than for African countries to be at war with each other. We don't welcome that here. We are all brothers. At least now they have understood themselves. It is better we move this way. And those of you all over social media supporting Burkina Faso because you think you have problem with Nigerian president, remember there was Nigeria before the president, there will be Nigeria during the president's lifetime, and there will be Nigeria again after the president. So whatever happens, we have to stand in solidarity with Nigeria, not the president. So sometimes you go to social media, you go to online, castigating your country, supporting another country who does not even care how you live here. I know we have internal problems, but whenever it is internal problem, let us solve it at home. Let us stop cleaning our dirty linen outside. Let us go to the next one. Senate approves Tinubu's troops deployment to Benin Republic as Akpabio sends consent letter immediately. Nigerian Senate has approved President Tinubu's request to deploy troops to the Republic of Benin after last weekend's attempted coup. Senate President Godswill Akpabio said the move is necessary to protect regional stability, noting that insecurity in a neighboring country can affect all of West Africa. This comes as ECOWAS declares a regional state of emergency over rising political tensions and repeated coup attempts across the sub-region. ECOWAS leader says coordinated action is needed to safeguard democracy and maintain peace. If this move is not against any international law or national laws, honestly, we support it because we cannot afford to allow countries all around us to be destabilized. It will boomerang on all of us. And you see, most of the firearms you see in the country today is as a result of instability in most of those countries. If you look at Libya, for example, since when we start having insurgency in Nigeria, after the death of Muammar Gaddafi, that's when we started having this kind of arms proliferation in Africa. So it is very, very important Nigeria intervene diplomatically or whenever the need be militarily, but at least following the lawful means. If there is instability in any of the countries in West Africa or even in Africa in general, remember Nigeria have always intervened in most countries in the past, like Sierra Leone, Liberia. You see, we intervened militarily to restore democratic tenets. And let me tell you, and some of you, because of the way our politicians have messed up with our democracy, you will think military rule is the best option. No, if you have witnessed military junta, you will understand that it is not the best options. The reasons why you have not been hearing the complaints from most of those countries is that, military used to suspend dissent. They don't want to hear any opposition. They will brutalize them and make sure they don't have any voice at all. So in Nigeria, if you really want to see what the military have done in Nigeria in the past, go and check the civil war was caused by the carelessness of the military. You see, a lot of things they have done. They devalued our naira when they brought structural adjustment program. In fact, they annulled an election that the winner is already clear, which is MK Abiola. They did not stop at that. They detained him for declaring himself the president, something that they shouldn't have done. They refused to do it. They imprisoned him, and he died in the prison. And they began to arrest all those people who were even advocating for democracy. Election was conducted. Those advocating that the person who won the election should be given his mandate, they were detained. Some of them even died in detention on frivolous charges. Can you see? So, and then this 1999 constitution that we have been suffering today, that it has not been easy for us to amend. It was handed over to us by the military. So they have really caused a lot of mess. And let me tell you another danger of democracy, of military junta that you don't understand. Did you know that all those states in Nigeria were created carelessly by these military administrations? Did you know that? So at that time, while some of those states cannot even sustain themselves today, they will just wake up one night because they like your face, either you are their friend or you are their girlfriend. You just go and carve any part of the country and call it a state. Can you see? That's how most of these states came to be. And you can see clearly now that some of them are not even capable of taking care of themselves. They have to wait for handout from the federal government. Another danger of the military regime is that you go on, like Obiora will just be sent to Kano State to become the military administrator of Kano State. Even though he hates them, even though he does anything wrong there, they don't care. Or one Wamaku will just be sent to Imo State to become the governor of Imo State. While he does not know the needs of Imo State or not, he does not care. He will just be asked to come there and do anyhow. And the last one is that, among a lot of things, but let me just mention the last one so that I can go to the next news. There is no appropriation of budgets. The man will just do anything he likes with his cabinet about budget. There's something like, say, the House of the National Assembly have to sit and deliberate and all that. You know why we have all been pained about democracy? And it is because most of us have not truly understood the tenets of democracy, and we have not really harnessed the power of democracy. It is in our hands, but we have neglected it, and we continue to pursue shadow. The moment we start to educate ourselves about democracy and stand by its tenets, we will understand there will be stability in the country, and the country will move forward. So kudos to the president for stepping up to stabilize some of these states in order not to have a boomeranging effect on us in Nigeria. Let us go to the next one. Rivers Governor Siminalayi Fubara dumps PDP for APC. Rivers State Siminalayi Fubara has officially left the PDP and joined the APC. He announced the move during a stakeholders meeting at the government house in Port Harcourt. His defection is a major political shift in a state long dominated by the PDP and follows months of tension, power struggles, and federal emergency rule imposed to stabilize governance. Fubara recently acknowledged President Tinubu's role in helping restore full control to his administration after the political crisis. Democracy is supposed to be government of the people, by the people, and for the people. But as it stands now, it is government of the governors, by the governors, and for the governors. You know why I'm saying that? Yes, when the fuel subsidy was removed and a lot of unnecessary revenue, unnecessary taxes were heaped on us, the president focused on allocating these resources to the state government with the hope that from there they can also take care of their states, as he has always said that he has given them all that they wanted. So they are okay with this president because the president has been giving them a lot of money. So it is now left for the citizens. And again, in trying to also give power to the citizens, he approved local government autonomy. So the masses cannot just sit down and expect the president, after sending billions of naira to the governors and allowing and approving, approving local government autonomy. You expect the president to come and help you execute it. It is left for us to hold those governors accountable, and then everything will be fine. But the fact that all these things have been given to the governors and we are not holding them accountable, they are living fat of this, and they are really very, very comfortable with the president. That is the reason they are decamping. And also knowing that by decamping, they have almost safeguarded their second tenure. I hope we are getting it. So they are also protecting their own interest. and the president have been clearly showing support for them. So for them to decamp, don't blame them. They have to also protect their political career. It is left for us now to hold those governors accountable, and that way the money that have been sent to you, what have you been using it for? So this is all politics, and the president too, he has to look at where the power belongs. He has already understood that the power belongs to the governors. The masses have refused to claim their powers. Once the masses claim their powers, the president will definitely focus on the masses, because he needs their vote. Now he needs the governor's votes because he knows they can deliver the votes for him. I hope we are getting all these things. That is the beauty of democracy. Every political leader focus on where he can get votes from, focus on where the power lies. Now that the governor is doing that, he has to focus on them to consolidate his own political power and future. Let us go to the next one. NSCDC rescued 21 children from banditry training, arrest suspects in Kogi. Kogi State security operatives have rescued 21 underage children who were being secretly transported into Yaba East under suspicious circumstances. Officials say the group may have been part of a covert recruitment attempt for criminal activities. Several adults involved were arrested after giving unclear explanations, claiming they were taking the children to start an informal school. The children are now in government custody for care and proper profiling, while suspects will face prosecution under Kogi State children protection laws. The state government says it remains committed to protecting children and preventing any form of criminal infiltration. If this is true, it's another security threat. You cannot just transport children for no reason to another state, all in the name of your informal education. How about the formal education? These children are also supposed to be exposed to formal education, even if they are going to be involved in informal education. Because time and time again, it has been seen that these children that are left on the street because of due to informal education have been soft recruits for all these criminal elements. So every state in Nigeria will need to wake up to this kind of thing. We will not allow children to just come into the states and now litter the street. At the end of the day, they will now be a soft recruit for criminal, a soft fuel for criminals. So kudos to Kogi State for doing this. Let us go to the next one. How Buhari presidency stopped the decisive military offensive against bandits just before major gains, says retired Major General Ali-Keffi. Retired Major General Ali-Keffi says internal conflicts and policy decisions within the previous administration weakened major military operations against bandits groups in 2021. He recalls a tense meeting with former Army Chief Buhari after his appointment to a special intelligence task force, claiming the role sparked disagreements. Ali-Keffi also says a later presidential directive paused ongoing offensive at a time when troops were making progress across several northern states. According to him, this halt led to leadership changes and stalled momentum in the fight against insecurity. He further alleges that international partners intervened during his detention, and he warns that illegal mining networks contributed to insecurity in the region. This Ali-Keffi has been making a lot of revelation recently. It is very important the government bring that kind of a person closer and hear what he has to say. And if what he has been saying is true, then Buhari administration and his cohort did us dirty. They emboldened this banditry, and their roots have become so deep into the soil, and the next thing they tell us now is that we should come and negotiate because they are too powerful. You gave them the fertilizer to grow, and now you are asking us to still come and negotiate with them, instead of you to have used your state power to quell their uprising. You allow them to grow, and now you are asking us to come and negotiate with them. That's not a good thing. Anyway, the security apparatus, the government officials, and the federal government knows better than the rest of us. Follow for more. December 10th, 2025.